Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today we're gonna do some Four Roses. So these just came out maybe like a month ago. They were in my whiskey cigar club last week. That's when I actually first opened them. So they've been open for about a week. So not fresh cracks. All of these are $46.99. At least that's what I pay for them. So right around 45 to 50 bucks. And I'm guessing the proofs are all around the same. So 100, and I'm gonna guess 100 and 100. So they're all 100. They're all single barrels. The difference is the yeast strains and the mash bills inside of them. And throughout, I guess I'll throw that information out on the screen for you guys as I drink them. So what I like to do is do a review and see if I like any one over the other ones. During the Whiskey Cigar Club, I did have one that was my favorite. I don't even remember which one it was, but I know one stood out more. So on the OBSF, on the nose. Ooh, purple grape, Jolly Rancher, sweet. So on the nose on ABSF, purple grape, Jolly Rancher, sweet, rye, and clove. So it's rye forward. I would almost think that if I was blinding it, maybe think that's a rye. Okay, so OESO on the nose. Ooh, different. A little banana, that cherry chapstick note that I get sometimes. So OESO, man, these letters are gonna mess me up. I'm apologizing in advance. The banana, cherry chapstick, it's sweet and fruity. Well, those are two very unique noses compared to each other. So now on the OESK. Okay, so the nose on OESK is the lightest out of them, like it's more mute versus these two are kind of like right on your face. The one note that was the same as OESO was a cherry chapstick, like a little bit more vanilla, but it's very light. There's some dark fruit there too, like that raisiny plummy note. It's the lightest nose out of the three. So let's go to the palates on OBSF. Okay, so this is my first sip. Nothing bad about it. It was not proofy at all even for 100 proof. It finished watery, so not the best finish. Definitely like rye forward on the palate, and then it ended with some like chocolate note. It's not bad. The finish is kind of thin, but we'll get a second sip. So OBSF on the second sip, there's definitely those rye notes. There's oak in there, like light oak, wood note, green apple. It's not really sweet. There is chocolate notes in there, like a dark chocolate, and it's watery. The whole drink itself is pretty thin. Third sip, you have the third sip, same thing. The thinness is what's really killing that one for me. Let's go with OESO. Okay, so OESO on the first sip, it's definitely richer and like thicker than OBSF. That cherry chapstick, cherry on the finish, wet peanut on the finish. It tasted overall better, but it wasn't very like complex. Like I didn't get that banana note that I got on the nose. Like the nose is gearing me up for a better palate, but let me down a little bit. So on the second sip, I wrote something, I crossed it out. So I wrote pencil lead. Like, you guys know what I think I'm trying to say, like the lead in the pencil. I crossed it out though, because it was kind of came really fast and went away, and I was like, red berries though. The red berries are the dominant note in that second sip. We'll see if we'll get that pencil lead again if I have to rewrite it, but I did get it for a quick second. So the third sip on OESO, it's starting to get thin. So made this one just so thin that this one appeared thicker in the beginning, and now it's starting to, my palate's starting to adjust to that thinness, but it's starting to get like that watery note. But I actually pulled some good flavors this time. Or it wasn't bad the whole time. It was, I like this one better than this one. Vanilla and some sweet oak in there. It's not bad. It's good. Well, it's definitely not bad for the price. I'll give it that. All right, let's check out OESK. A lot more cherry on the nose now. So OESK is thin again. So they're all pretty thin. Vanilla, cherry chapstick again. And then on the finish, cherry and oak. So kind of similar to OESO. Not as complex, but no off-putting notes at all. Let's give it a second sip. Okay, so that sip might have been the best sip out of all the sips so far. The vanilla cherry, but I got a lot more spice in that one. Not proof spice, but like baking spices. That type of spice. A little proof spice, I guess, but spice. And some dark cherry. There was like a dark note in there. I don't know 100% sure if that was dark cherry. That's what I wrote, but there's like a little underlying dark note in there. And the spice lingers. Overall, that was the best sip. So let's give it another sip, see what happens. Yep, same. It's the spiciest palate out of the three. That kind of helps it not seem so thin like these two. So to me, going this way, that's my favorite one. So I'll stop it, and I'm gonna A/B these, drink some water, and go a little deeper into them. And I'm gonna kind of compare them to my notes I have around here somewhere from the other day, kind of see if I'm getting the same stuff or just seeing how I compare on a different day. Anyways, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So the water actually helped the thinness. The thinning. These were thin. I drank water before them, and they weren't so thin because water is thinner. So that actually helped. All the scores are actually pretty close now, and I'll get into it a little bit. But first, I want to do a giveaway for the Penelope Havana rum video. So it's all ready. Okay, it's all loaded. Shovel. And click to spin. So this is for the Penelope Havana and Havana Club 7-year. And there you go. Tim Garcia Maduro. Email me. Unless you're on SLB Discord, then just message me on there. Thank you. Congratulations, Tim Garcia. He is not related to me. I do not know who that is. I don't believe. All right, so back to this. Oh, let me just do the giveaway for this. If you want to enter to get some free samples of these three, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with the hashtag 4roses. Perfect. All the information, all the details are in the description. Okay, so the only one I had new notes on was the OESO, and that was ripe banana and brown sugar. And during this, I realized on the back of the bottles, they actually have notes. So you see the notes on that. So it's pretty kind of close to the notes that they were saying. And I'll show the notes on it. So that's the OESO. Hopefully that's... if you don't see it, I'm going to edit this out, and I'll just put it on there. But I checked my notes from the other day. The notes were pretty similar to what I was saying today. My scoring, though, was not. So I'll tell you the scoring. OBSF, I scored a 2.85. OESO, I scored a 3. And OESK, I scored a 3.15. So pretty close to each other, even though they're all different. None of them were really bad, and none of them were really good. all I would say a good value for what it is. Under $50, you get different notes. So I'd recommend it. If you're a Four Roses person, you know, go ahead and buy it. The scoring though, the one I scored the lowest today was my favorite a week ago. So this is why I want to, like, if you guys watched my top 25 of 2024, yep, blind tournament, that's like an average of all the scores throughout the year. So this is why I always go back and review different things and score them and get a bunch of different scores. Anyways, so that's the scores, that's the notes, giveaways taken care of. So that's Four Roses. Don't do nothing stupid. And if you do, don't get caught. Bye.